Okay, testing, 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 testing. How do we sound? How do we sound? How do we sound? Alright. As always, we'll give it a few minutes for people to show up, and I can finish eating my lunch because eating my lunch before the stream starts would be far too logical. So, yeah. I'll see you at around 2:05, I guess. Yeah. Alright, gamers, so let's get the show on the road. Because that would be very fun to do. Yes. I feel like I should say words. Okay. Alright, I've got words to say. So, this was actually a really great weekend for me because, for once, A, I didn't have to worry about late assignments. I've got all those turned in. B, I didn't have a single piece of homework to do. I had nothing to do. That hasn't happened since the beginning of the semester, which is absolutely insane work. So I got to laze around and do nothing, which I usually do standardly, but now I don't have to feel that sense of guilt of I should really be doing my homework, but I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? So it was a good weekend. I finally got my car washed because my car was in desperate need of a car wash. There was a spider web forming on the back windshield wiper, which I flicked away at some point with a piece of trash. But then a few days later I saw it reemerge. We love that. And I got a video during the car wash because it was kind of I mean, not really funny, but I was unironically enjoying it. I had the song Brain Power by Noma, which, if you're a rhythm gamer, you know that song. It's quite a notorious song within the rhythm game realm. But I had that song blasting, and it was right at that long drop section right before the final chorus, quote-unquote. Like, if you could call that chorus. But that really long dubstep section, dubstep, quote-unquote, I don't really know the correct genre, but whatever. And all the multicolored LED lights and the blasting music, I was unironically getting really hyped in the car wash. I got a video and I put it on my Instagram story because I was enjoying it so much unironically. I might just post that as a short on here just because it's such a shitpost thing, just like my most recent short of just me playing the first 4 notes of Megalovania on the gym badges in Diamond and Pearl, because I just got I'm playing Diamond a mono water run, and then Pearl I'm doing a Nuzlocke. There's a standard Nuzlocke, which I've never actually done before, so I'm kind of scared. But I just got the 6th gym badge in the mono water run, and if you poke the gym badges, they play a little ding, they play a little note. And I discovered the cursed knowledge that you can play Megalovania on them, that's all I could do. And that's also the only notes of Megalovania I have memorized. There was one point where I was trying to learn Megalovania on the piano, and all I got was the that's all I got of it, which I guess is, you know, the main melody of Megalovania. But at this point, all I remember is how to play the first 4 notes specifically, and which keys those are on the piano, because I'm not really a piano player. There were probably a few months where I was taking piano lessons. I had this my mom got this keyboard from, I don't know, probably some kind of like eBay or similar, like Craigslist, something like that. And the lessons they were a little ways away. It was I mean, it'd be easier to say if I just said, you know, like the road names, but that would be, I don't really want to share such information online. But it was a ways out, and I remember the GPS would pronounce the road name really funny. But I was only there for a few weeks because I don't really remember them that much, aside from the fact that I was in piano lessons for a couple of weeks, a couple of months or whatever. But my mom said I was the only one who did like the practice lessons at home, and it was just a ways out, so we kind of stopped. All I remember was they'd give us these headphones you could hook into the keyboards, and I would just play. The keyboard I had, they had specific songs they had set in there, and I would just listen to those. There was one I remember, it was called Pet Chien, which I realize now is Chien is French for dog. Like pet dog was the name of the song. But I thought because the little space where it has letters, I thought there weren't enough spaces. I thought it was supposed to be Pet Chicken, but they just ran out of spaces, so they just had to shorten it to Chien, which now that I've taken French classes, I know Chien is the word for dog, so it's just called Pet Dog. I don't know. But those were some fun times on that keyboard. I think we still have it somewhere. It's somewhere in the house, but that thing has not been touched in years, so I'm sure there is a lovely layer of dust on top. Alright, I believe we've played out all anecdotes that I have before stream. We're going to get started. As a recap from last time, I had to cut the stream short because my phone was overheating like crazy and the battery was draining super quickly, which is very uncharacteristic because I haven't had this issue in any of the other streams where I've been using this app. And I really just wanted to power through and just try to read the rest of it, but because I'm sure I feel like there's not too much left to go, but I'm sure if I'd done that my phone would have died and that would not have been good. Even when I was trying to wrap it up on the stream, I was at 1%, so I had to stop, okay? So here we are to continue reading, and there's probably not too much left to go, so instead of just reading 2 chapters and calling it a day on the stream, which seems kind of lame, kind of doo-doo sauce, I don't know. I will never repeat that phrase again. So instead of just reading whatever's left and then just calling it a stream, I'm gonna be reading through the event just to fill the time. Actually, let me run the lessons really quick. I was playing the game right around the reset time, so that's why I used up my skips at that time. So we're gonna have to sit through this manually, I'm sorry. Or, I don't like to use the retry tickets. I have a bunch. I just don't like to use them. Let's see. What number is that? I can't really tell. Yeah, I have 120 retry tickets. I just don't like to use them. Because I don't really know how you get them. I don't know where any of these came from. That said, I'll just, I don't know, I at least want to use up the LP so it can recharge during the stream. Not that I'll be grinding through lessons, but maybe that'll help with the event. Just getting the units to keep reading the story so I can knock it out all in one sitting. We're gonna do this, blah blah blah.
よろしくお願いします。情報をたくさんインプットしたよ。
82%. I started the stream at 87%. We'll just have that, and then it'll recharge as we're reading through what I'm assuming is 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 more chapters. We were almost there, but again, I don't know what was going on with the phone battery, so here we are breaking the stream up into 2 pieces. Huntsman's Invitation. So as we remember from last time, we're in Rook's dream, and we're starting to help him realize. We're starting to help him wake up, and we're trying to help him realize that he's in a dream. We're trying to get him to wake up, and now that he realizes that, we're just gonna keep reading. I don't think I can recap this properly. Alrighty. Because they had to do the absolutely beautiful dance routine to try to get him to wake up, which was the last thing. How could you? I'm melting. My lovely form is melting. Rook! Oh dear Pommet, to think I would be woken from my slumber by one bearing a poison that can put anyone to sleep. Let him breathe, let him breathe! Apologies. Oh, Pommet, I can only beg you to forgive my betrayal. Betrayal. That sounded more like portrayal than betrayal. 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 That is the word that we are using. The SDC, where we fought together. The island of woe. How could I forget it all? No, you don't need to cry that much. Here, have a handkerchief. I don't have one. Even though Vil's always telling me I have at least one properly ironed handkerchief on me at all times. That sounds like him. He used to say much the same to me practically every day when I first transferred dorms. You're not the only one that's forgotten something important. If not for the others, I'd still be having a distorted dream of my own. Distorted, alright. I haven't forgotten that. I don't think I can bleach that from my memory, as much as I try. And as much as I would like to have that bleached from my memory. That. Abomination. Merci. Oh, merci beaucoup. I cannot thank all of you enough. Honestly, fighting is one thing, but I wasn't expecting to have to put on a dance routine. Luckily, I thought to hit record, so I could capture how brave your two left feet look. Blackmail material. Oh yeah. You delete that right now! If you show that to anyone else, there will be dire consequences. That voice. What the Sham? Is that you? My, you've been leading your underclassmen as a house warden, I see. What? Not really. It sounds like a house warden. It sounds like a house warden leading underclassmen.
P としてプロデュースしたっていうか、マネージャーとして働いたっていうか。
Idia, I don't suppose I could trouble you to fill me in on everything that happened after Lilia's farewell party. Cue the video once more! Yeah, sure. Just watch this video first.
ちょっとこの動画を見てもらって。
My word! What manner of trials and tribulations you've all faced. Rook, would you be willing to lend us your assistance at all? Nope! No. As a key figure in Hongfield, you make a very welcome addition to our team. If anything, I should be the one asking if you would be willing to accept my assistance. If I simply let you leave, I'll never be able to lift my eyes from the floor in our queen's presence again. So is the queen, like, Vil in this instance? Eyebrow raise. Interesting. No. I swear by the spirit of tenacity burning within me that I shall repay this debt of gratitude I owe you. Thank you. We'll be counting on you. Dude, it's actually impressive how Silver can immediately match Rook's overdramatic energy. That's just the insomnia for you. You know how they're so over the top and dramatic. Oh, before we move on to the next stream, we have a code that links to the level for our final battle with Malleus. I better make sure you pass an invitation to my party, Rook Hunt. Rook Hunt joins the battle, the newest Smash Bros. Fighter. How many times will I make that joke? I assume we'll have a lot. Your party. How my heart soars! Your invitation is greatly accepted. Imagine if this came out during Smash Ultimate when we were getting all those "everyone is here" memes. That would be crazy. Man, I cannot believe that Smash Ultimate came out in 2018. Right? That game will be 7 years old this year. 7 years. Insane work. I remember. I remember when the first trailer came out, when the Lifelight and the I don't know what I'm talking about. The Inkling reveal for Smash, Isabelle for Smash, Etika's reaction, rest in peace Etika. That was insane work. I was a sophomore in high school when that game came out. I was a sophomore in high school, and I remember my brother got Smash Ultimate like the day it came out, and I remember he was playing through World of Light on the big TV at home. I have only played Smash Ultimate a few times because I don't have a Switch. I played like a few rounds with my brother, but he of course was way better because he'd been playing the game for much longer than I'd been. I only touched. Granted, Smash games are relatively the same across games. It's still more or less the same this and that, so it's not like a completely foreign game. Like when my friend wanted me to play Splatoon, and I've never touched Splatoon, so I had no clue what I was doing. But Smash Bros, it's, you know, same controls, so it's not a completely new game, but I was still not very good. Smash Ultimate. If I get a Switch, I'm gonna buy that. Although I think I wonder if they're making. I've heard word that they're trying to make a new Smash Bros. Game. I'm not really sure. I don't know. We'll see it as time goes along. If we're actually gonna get another Smash game, which we probably are. Maybe for the Switch too. I don't know. But back to this. That's enough rambling about Smash Bros. Right. On to the next server. Oh, but first, Rook, could you change your outfit to your dorm uniform or school? Rook, could you change your outfit to your dorm uniform or school uniform instead? Ah, pardon-moi. How's this? That's a junior for you. You had no trouble changing your outfit without any outside help. Directed towards the other three. We need to master outfit transformation magic, and soon. So we don't have to recite that embarrassing spelling. Rook dummy data download from HQ complete. Generating hologram. Oh la la. What a strange feeling it is, seeing oneself from an outside perspective. No, that's something I think about, where the only time you've ever really seen yourself is through reflections, like a mirror, or a camera, or a phone screen, or what have you. You've never truly seen yourself face to face. Which makes me wonder, would you recognize yourself if you saw yourself in an instance such as this? like identical twins, do you think they would look at each other and say, do you think they would, I don't know, do you think, I remember there was some story idea I had, I never would have made this, I never would have completed this to fruition, of course, but it was just, oh, here's an interesting idea, I vaguely remember it was something like, there's some killer or something, blah blah blah, but it's revealed that the killer is an exact copy of the main person and that the main person didn't recognize the killer as himself, or something like that. I'm sure it would be interesting if someone with actual writing skill developed such a story, but it was just an interesting tidbit that I thought of when reading this. Though the amount of material remaining on the heels of his shoes is slightly different from mine. I can only hope it will be enough to deceive the Roda Dragon. You've got to be the only guy with an eye for that level of minor detail. Ha ha ha. Oh dear, habit kicked in there, and I couldn't help but observe it. Now, let us depart on our adventure. Is everyone ready? We're about to cross streams. Hold on tightly to me. Those I've met and will someday. Meet in a dream.
Meet in a dream.
I just thought of this. So in order to dream hop, as I'm going to lovingly refer it to, in order to dream hop, they all have to hold on to silver. How much more difficult will it be the more people that they get in their group of students? Because right now it's already, well, not counting silver. There's already Sebek, Grim, me, Epple, and Rook, and I guess Ortho. That's 7 people, or 6 people and Grim. That's 7 people, all holding on to silver. And we've yet to hit any of the other 4 dorms, with all the other people in there as well. So are we going to have everybody? Are we going to have almost every single one of the main students holding on to silver to hop from dream to dream? I don't know. Can he hold all of them? All like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? I don't really know how many people there are. Like at least 15 other people aside from, I don't know. At least somewhere between 15 and 20 people. Do you think he can hold on to that many people at once? Ether signal tracking successful. We have arrived at the designated coordinates. Good. It looks like everyone made the crossing safely. At least with Ortho coming along, I ain't crashing into the ground head first anymore. Marvelous, Silver. So that was your dream traversing signature spell. Took me a second to try to reboot the French speaking in my brain to figure out how to pronounce this. Okay. I was captivated by the beautiful scenery we traveled through. Do we have to have him on the team? I'm kidding, but I'm also not, but he's also one of my least favorite characters, so maybe I am being serious. Do we have to have him with us? It was your first time making the trip, and you still had the presence of mind to look at the scenery. That's impressive, Rook. You're clearly vice housewarming for a reason. The dawn just before the dazzling morning sun pierces the skies, or the dusk just before night's curtain of twinkling stars is lowered. Okay, Shakespeare, wrap it up here. Wrap it up! The silhouettes of strange birds fluttering amidst the clouds, the likes of which I've never seen before. What stunningly dreamlike visions! Alright, pack it up, Skittles Squad. I'm kidding. Although... it's definitely beautiful. I will give him that. He's not wrong about that. Okay, so where are we? It's not our school, and it's not Foothill Town, right? Ah, one moment. Could this beautiful gate be what I think it is? Oh no, not the French music.
Queen's Film Studio.
Or what's going on? Queen's Film Studios. I seem to recall that being the name of a well-known movie production company. Well-known hardly covers it! One can hardly discuss the history of film without discussing Queen's Film Studios. Have you seen Beautiful Queen? No. The first full-length animated feature done in color, depicting the tale of the fairest queen. I wonder if they... Now that I think about it, do you think they waited until the end of the month for the Snow White reboot? The Snow White live action to come out before they would do the Vil event and releasing this part of book 7? Do you think they purposely waited? Do you think that's why they had part 7 come out and then, or they had part 8 come out and then the event? Or, no, scratch that. Do you think that, scratch that last bit. Do you think that's why they released part 8 and the Vil event at the end of the month to coincide with the live action Snow White coming out? It is a true work of art. What's going on? Rook's rambling again. Is he not fully awake yet? I think he's just like that regardless. Don't worry about that. Rambling on excitedly when talking about a topic relevant to your interests is classic otaku. You know, I wouldn't take Rook for an otaku, but honestly, that's the best way to describe it. Unfortunately, that's the best way to describe that. And what's also unfortunate, like, I would fall under the otaku category as well. Have you ever seen me yap about Pokemon? I will not shut up. Oh, I beg your pardon. I got a bit overeager. A bit! If we're standing in front of the studio, I suppose that would suggest we're in Machiaville, in the Shaftslands. Fun fact! French lesson for you. Maquillage is makeup. The more you know. And if we know anyone with ties to this place... What's this? There's a crowd of people in front of the studio. Ah, someone just emerged from inside. Do you think that's... Respectfully, the hat's not it. I'm sorry. Fedoras have been tainted by neckbeards. Bestie, I'm gonna have to ask you to remove the hat. It's probably, you know, celebrities wearing a hat, glasses, whatever, to disguise themselves so they don't get attacked by paparazzi and such. But bestie, of all the hats, why a fedora? Those are not associated with good people. There's the glowy bird flying around them. I had a feeling this was Vil Stream, and I guess that seals the deal, huh? Will, could you autograph my shirt? Certainly. Ah, I see it's a t-shirt from my fan. Thank you, Ty. Excuse me, may I shake your hand? I'm never gonna wash this hand again! Ah. Of course. Thank you for being a fan. Mr. Van, look at me!
なんて
What a
可
cute
愛ら
little
しいフ
fan
ァン
you
な
are.
の
I'm so delighted. I
嬉し
think
い
I'd like
か
a
ら
picture with you.
一緒に写真を撮っちゃおうかしら。あなたがこ
Are
の
you
子のお
this
母
child's
様
mother? Would you mind
一
taking a
枚撮
photo
って
for
く
me?
ださる
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
この写
If
真
you
をも
post
し
this online,
SNS
do
に
be
アップ
careful
す
to
るなら
conceal your child's face.
念のため
Yes,
お子さん
thank you,
の顔
Vil.
は隠してあげ
Vil's
てちょう
looking
だい
out for the children. That's honestly an iconic move of him. I like when YouTubers, if it's ever videos about family vlogs or any other videos that have children in it, I like when YouTubers block out the children's faces because that's just privacy 101. That's common courtesy. Everyone should do that. And Vil saying that honestly makes that's icon behavior right there. That is icon behavior right there. I applaud. I applaud. All right. Yes, of course. I'd love to spend more time with you all, but I'm afraid I have a schedule to keep. My apologies.
ごめんなさいね。明日
I
の
hope
ダイ
you
ヤ
all
モンド
catch
ム
me
ービ
live
ー
at
シ
the
ョーのライ
Diamond
ブ
Movie
中
Awards
継
tomorrow.
楽しみにしててちょうだい。それじゃあ
I'll
皆
get
さん
going now.
ご
Good day
き
to
げん
you
よ
all.
う。
Vil always gives his fans the royal treatment. He's so perfect both inside and out. Oh, when he smiles, he lights up everything around him.
周りの景色まで輝いて見えるよ。
He really is. The fairest one of all. Am I doing good with these? Am I doing good with these fangirl voices? I'd say so. I have to knock up the quote unquote voice acting when I don't have my face, so it's not nearly as boring. So we have to up our game on the voice acting on these streams recently when I can't show my face. But I'm getting a new laptop soon, or actually it's arriving tomorrow. So maybe I'll be able to do some like OBS on the laptop from my laptop because I can't do it on the current. Oh, someone's viewing. Hello. Maybe I'll be. My current laptop is just too old. I can't update it past iOS like 10, which now it's at least 14. So this poor laptop's from like 2012, 2013ish, and the battery's not doing well, which is the main reason why I'm trying to switch. Which I've been trying to switch to a new laptop. So it's arriving tomorrow, which is kind of inconvenient because that's the day when I have the most classes, but. But maybe I'll be able to, again, maybe I'll be able to do some kind of OBS from the laptop and then hook my phone up to it so I can include my face once more. We'll see. I'll have to, well, it'll take some time to set up, of course, this and that, blah, 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 but fingers crossed I can figure some other live streaming option out where I can have my face on these once more because, it's a lot of times when I'm not, a lot of times I struggle with the words. So even any kind of visual indication that I'm reading this stuff would be helpful. And of course making funny facial expressions or any other gestures, which I can't really show on without, I can't really show without a camera. Things like eyebrow, like I have to say like eyebrow raise, limp wrist thing. I have to say these things verbally instead of, you know, doing the action itself. But fingers crossed I can get something worked out so I can have the camera on these once more. Because that would be great. So I wouldn't have to rely on only my speech, which is not the best at many times. I know! Even the most sparkling gems lose their luster compared to his beauty. And this fresh new look he's sporting has a botte all its own. Hey, Rook, don't start fanboying out with the rest of the crowd. Okay, alright, I was just complaining about this, I was just mentioning this earlier to myself, in a ramble to myself. That is a normal thing to do. The thing with fangirl versus fanboy, I believe that fangirl is a gender neutral term. It doesn't matter that it says girl in it. Because the word fan on its own means, oh, you're interested in this thing. That's cool. The regular word fan implies a casual level. Fangirl implies a more intense level of appreciation of whatever thing. Fanboy rubs off the wrong way because people don't really say fanboy that much as fangirl. B, fanboy reminds me of that super cursed show Fanboy and Chum Chum, and I'd rather not imagine that show ever existed because I do remember watching that when I was a child. And I don't remember anything about the show, I just remember that it was called Fanboy and Chum Chum and that it was a really weird show. So I'd rather not see the word fanboy. Therefore, fangirl is gender neutral. It's just a better all-encompassing term. Plus, do we have to gender everything? I say as a non-binary person. I don't know. But yes, fanboy is not it. Fangirl, on the other hand, that's the correct... fangirl just implies a stronger level of interest in thing than just fan. In my opinion, of course. I'm just rambling. This is my own personal opinion. But, in conclusion, fangirl is gender neutral. Fanboy, never say that in my presence. Vil doesn't seem all that different from how he usually is. That's true. On occasions like Halloween and the culture fair when Night Raven is open to the public, Vil always drew enormous crowds of people like what we just saw. Come to think of it, back during the SBC, it was serious enough that we had extra security in place due to Vil and Neige performing. If Vil ain't all that different from how he normally is, it's gonna be really hard to wake him up then, right? Wake me up before you go. Wake me up before you go. Okay, sorry. I probably won't include that in the live stream highlights because that was kind of lousy singing. Maybe he's already woken up. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I don't know. Let's follow him and flag him down. What could possibly go wrong with trying to follow celebrities? I'm sure there totally aren't security guards or any other security measures in place to prevent the public from getting to him so easily. Surely that wouldn't be the case, right? Grim ran off into the studio. What could possibly go wrong? Grim. Wrong name. I'm sorry. We better go too. We are so asking for them to just kick us out. It's not good to get too far apart from the dreamer. Besides, we'll have a hard time finding Grim if we get separated. I don't know, dog. I feel like we're not going to be allowed in there anyway. He truly causes no end of trouble. I mean, you're not Mr. Perfect over here, Mr. Sebek. Whoa! I take my eyes off the video feed for 1 second. Hey! Excuse me, sirs! You've got support from the outside and all, but could you maybe not try draw... Give me a moment. You've got support from the outside and all, but could you maybe try not drawing too much attention to yourselves? They'll all need to change into their uniforms, and they'll need visitor IDs for students on a field trip. Ortho, handle things! Handle things, please, okay, thanks! Methinks that's the end of what we have to read so far. Oh, we're still going! Yay! Oh, damn it, more battles. 73. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good! It's true, it's true. Oh, nice. I left my team here from last time. Yippee! Yeah. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. Look at that. The team is already prepared for you. like someone on a cooking show. It's already prepared for you. That was a quote from one of my professors. Not word for word, but something more or less what I just said is what he said. That was a great professor. I miss him. The studio lot is enormous. Where in the world did Grim Bill get to? Hey, you! Why didn't you bring a parasol? I know that spine-tingling tone. It's coming from inside the film studio building. Let's go see what's up. I see something fluffy and gray up ahead. Hey, Grim! We kept telling you not to go off on your... Sarek, shut up! Shh! Not so loud! I'm fairly certain I told you to always bring a parasol and never spend more than 5 minutes outdoors, did I not? I'm sorry, I forgot in the car. Unbelievable. What kind of assistant are you? Yeah, I think he's dreaming. I think we're in a dream of sorts. At least I would hope he wouldn't take such a tone against someone. I don't know. And there's more. I found trash on my dressing room floor when I went in. And come on, spit it out. And fingerprints on the mirror. Care to explain that? I put in a request for cleaning. That is where I make myself glamorous. It stands to reason that somewhere of such importance merits my assistant's personal inspection, yes? Useless boy! I'm terribly sorry, sir. Fetch some cleaning equipment and get the floor and mirror polished to a shine. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Am I crazy or is that supposed to be Neige? Oh dear. Am I onto something? Is that Neige? I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting anyone else to be here. Is that you, Rod and Neige? Oh, I was right! Hell yeah! Huh? What? Excuse me. Why are you making a racket in? Huh? Who are you people? Damn, you already forgot. We're nobody special. Don't worry about us. If you're nobody special, what are you doing inside the studio? I hadn't heard there were any tours scheduled. Take a closer look, Vil. See anyone familiar? No. Oh, what is this filthy stray cat doing here? Stray cat! Don't you recognize us? Is this supposed to be some alternate reality in which he... I'm assuming this is some sort of alternate reality in which he never even enrolled in Night Raven College. He just, you know, took film roles, actor. You get what I mean, right? I don't have an exact statement for that. You get what I mean, right? You get what I mean? Stop talking nonsense. Hey! Keep your dirty paws off of me. You'll get fur on my clothes. Shoo. Man, that's cold. And after we stayed in ramshackle dorm together for that training camp and everything? I suppose there are troublesome fans out there who can't distinguish fantasy from reality. We are in a dream after all, so like, I don't know. Can't distinguish fantasy from reality. Bold words coming from someone who's dreaming currently. Bold words. For that matter, how long have you been eavesdropping on me? Not at all, since you started yelling at your assistant for not bringing you a parasol. Whoa, you're just coming out and admitting it? I mean, he was raised by Faye and all. They can't really, you know, lie. So, I guess that's why Silver's so blunt about stuff. So the entire time is what you're telling me? Unbelievable. I think I get it now. You're all paparazzi disguised as students. No, we're just students disguised as students. Nothing crazy.
私の
You're probably
美しいイ
looking
メ
to
ージに
besmirch
泥
my
を塗
beautiful
ろうって言うん
reputation.
でしょ
Well, you'll be
そ
doing
う
no
はい
such
かない
thing.
わよすぐに
I'd
マ
better
ネ
call
ージャ
my
ーに連
manager and
絡
get
して
some groundwork laid
出
with the
版関係
publishers.
に根回ししておいてもらわないとアシスタン
You.
ト
This is yet another result of you failing to have your act
nice.
together as my assistant.
今まで
What
築
will you
き
do
上げ
with
た
my
美
carefully
しい
cultivated
私のイメー
reputation
ジに
gets dragged through the mud?
傷がついたらどうしてくれるの
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
さっさとそ
And
のや
check
ぶ
these
方でスタ
mosquitoes
ジオ
from
の
the
外へ
premises at once and
それから
contact security.
警備室にすぐに連絡して
Eject these mosquitoes. I don't know why I find that so funny, but I do. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
あんたた
As
ち
for you people,
も
you'll
し
see what
今日こ
happens
こ
if
で
you
見
dare to
聞きし
post
たこ
online
と
about what you eavesdropped on
SNS
today.
に書き込んでごらんなさいありとあ
I'll
らゆ
use
る
every
手を
means
使
at my
って
disposal to force feed
そ
you
の
all
口
poison
に
apples.
毒リンゴをねじ込んでやるわ
But of course, monsieur, you have my words that my lips are sealed.
皆さん
Come along
今
now,
行きま
everyone,
しょう
quickly.
早くああ猫ちゃん
Come on, Kitty. Don't kick up a fuss. People will yell at you if you go outside of the studio. Let's all stay outside, okay? I ate a cat! And how about you, huh? Doesn't all that non-stop griping make you mad? What? Me? Get mad? At Vil?
僕がビル様にそれ以
What else
外
could he
に
be
誰がい
referring
るの
to? Duh.
俺たち
It's not our place to
口
interfere,
を挟める
but...
立場ではないミス
Well,
を
it's
注
only
意する
fair
に
to
して
let people know when they
少
make
々言い
mistakes.
方に
I
問
did
題
take
が
a
あ
bit
る
of
ように
issue with
感
the
じ
way
た
he spoke to you. Why don't you ever snap back? Come on, bestie. Do you have a spine? Snap back?
僕が
Me? I can never!
そんなことするわけないよ
Bestie. I know you've got a spine. Or at least I hope so. Please stick up for yourself. Please.
だって
I mean, he's
彼
always
の言
right.
うことはいつだって全部
I
正しい
don't
も
know
の
about that. I don't think anybody's ever always right.
彼は世界で
He's
一
the
番
first one of
美
all.
しく
A university
誰からも愛されるスーパース
university.
タ
A universally beloved superstar. A superstar warrior! I'm sorry.
ーここでは
No one
彼
in
に
this place
逆ら
would
う人
dream
な
of
んて
defying
誰もい
him.
ない
Everything is catered to his
すべ
whims.
ては彼の思うがまま
And does that not strike you as suspicious? I don't like where this is going. Rat, get back. There's something strange about this guy.
この人なんか変だ
Strange? Gosh, what a mean thing to
ひどい
say.
な変なんて僕たち
We're
は
all having a
と
wonderful dream
って
here.
も素敵な夢を見ている
So-
のだから
What do you mean what do you mean we're all having a wonderful dream? Is this Malia's? Did he find this again?
邪魔したら
If you disturb it, I'll make you
絶対
pay.
に許さないから
What? He was darkness the whole time?
闇だったのか
Incoming. Prepare for battle.
ドリームフォームチェンジ
I'm sorry.
みんなで力を合わ
力と牙以外に戦う術はある
That was honestly pretty diabolical of Idia to make them say that every time they changed. That was absolutely diabolical. of
あ
him.
るね
はいはい
邪魔もありよすぞ手は抜かないよ
やりたいようにや
I
る
love when the CPUs just use the heal on the first time. It's like, you're not healing anything, you know that, right? I always take great joy in that.
承知した
ナイス
無理は禁物じゃおっとそれ
お返しだよ
You know, I was watching some old streams and before they had the 3 times battle speed, and it's so insufferable to watch even the 2 times battle speed. I'm so used to the 3 times battle speed.
誰に言ってんだビル
こんなのお話になって
おいビルついてこい
私に命令しないで レオナ。
腹が
見くびるなよ、愚か者め。
You know, I thought there was like 1 or 2 more chapters to read. There's no way I would have been able to knock this out in the last stream, so I guess it was for the best that I had to break it up. If I've got extra time after this, I'm gonna read as much of the red carpet event as I can before my phone dies, or B, I can't read any further based on if I don't have enough of the items, or if I happen to have enough and I read through everything. I don't know. We'll go as far as we can depending on whichever event comes first. Don't disturb this wonderful dream. Is everyone okay? Security? Hey, what do you think you're doing? I was gonna say, where was the security this whole time? I'm surprised they weren't here earlier. I don't know. You're slinging magic around in front of Queen's Studios? What school do you go to? Well, how convenient that they're all wearing their dorm uniform. I think we better retreat for now. If this gets any more out of hand, we may draw on even more GMs here. We should review what we've learned so far. Let's find a safe place to do so, shall we? No, not more French music! Scary French people! I'm sorry. That was a joke. That was a joke, of course. Kinda. So this is the famous Crystal Galleria. I can see where it gained its name. Its crystalline glass ceilings, its work of beauty. Every little detail has such reality to it. I can easily forget this is a dream and immerse myself in the scenery. All the food here is good stuff. How many baguettes do you think are here? Baguette. Especially after how bland all the food was when we were adventuring with Lily in Briar Valley. You ain't kidding. This one's mighty fine, Bandit Corn. Let me channel in my inner yeehaw. You ain't kidding. This is one mighty fine marinated pork sandwich. That apple vinegar gives it just the right kick. Gotta say though, I've gotten kind of used to it, but it's still weird eating and sleeping inside a dream. I was just talking about that the other time. Whatever stream, I don't know which one it was. They all kind of blend together. I was saying, like, do they sleep in a dream? How does that work? And I still have the same question. How do you sleep in a dream? Yes? Can you dream within the dream? No. I think we're looking into this too much. Sure that you'd be more guarded considering the darkness could strike at any moment. You can't exactly muster your full strength on an empty stomach. I'm sure. Wouldn't Sebek know that best? He's a hungry lad. It's like Father says. You should always eat and energize yourself when you can. Says there's a concurrent viewer in the chat, so I think somebody's here. Hello. And if not, I just said hello to no one. Oh well. And that's rich coming from you, Sebek, considering you eat more than the rest of us. I just said that. We're on the same wavelength, me and Grim, in this one instance. Well, I'm the tallest one here. Okay, there's no need to show off like that, okay? There's no need to show off like that. I'm, like, not very tall. I mean, I'm average height for, I'm average height for someone like me, but I'm, 5'4". But I still feel small. So there's no need to rub it in. There's no need to rub it in our face that he's tall. There's no need for you to rub it in our face that you're tall. Okay. Anywho, oh, I'm the tallest one here. It's only natural I require more food.
みんな
Looks
盛り
like
上がって
everyone's
るみ
having a
たい
good
だ
time.
ね。
おかえり
Welcome back, Ortho.
みんなが
You
食
wanted
事
to
を
visit
してい
some
る
place while
間
we were
に
eating, right?
行きたい
Where'd
店
you
がある
go?
って言ってたけどどこに行ってたの
本
The
屋さんだ
bookstore.
よ。
I guess
さす
Machiavelli
が
is
は映画
highly
産
regarded
業
in
で
the
栄
movie
える
industry
美
for a
少の
reason.
町。というよ
Then
り
again,
ビ
maybe
ルさ
Vil
んのイ
deserves
マジ
more
ネーション
credit
で
since
作られた
it
町。
all comes from his imagination.
イマジネー
He's
ショ
got a
ン強
powerful
度がすごい
imagination.
ね。
There was a wide selection of
さまざ
information
まな情
available in the
報が
magazines
詳
there.
細に掲載された雑誌が豊富に揃ってた。
いやや、
Oh my,
オルト君
Ortho,
が
what are
手
you
にしてい
holding?
るのは
Or what you're holding?
若手アクター
That's
情報
Prince
マガジ
Fan,
ン
the
プリンス
magazine
フ
all
ァン
about
と
young actors,
映画情
and
報
monthly
誌月
cinephile,
刊シネ
the
マ
movie
フリーク
information magazine.
どちらも表紙や関
Vill's
東
graced
特
the
集
front
に
covers
ビ
and
ルが
feature
取り
stories
上
of
げられ
both
ている
publications. Yep, I've
ざ
always
っと
skimmed
内容
them
に目
from
を
what I
通したけ
gathered
ど
in this dream.
どうやらこの夢の中でのビルシェンハイトさんは子役時代から
Vil Shenhai
た
has
くさ
been
んの舞
cast as
台
the
や
lead in
映
lots
画
of
の
plays
主
and
演に
films
抜
since
擢
his
され
child
ている
actor
みたい。
days. Not as the
ライバル
antagonist.
役じゃなくてね。
何
Let's see here.
子役
This
時代から
masterful
卓
actor's
越した
incredible
演技力で
performances
ミュー
have
ジカ
lit
ル
the
界
world
を
of
沸か
musicals
せて
on
きた
fire since he
実
was a
力
child
派
star.
俳優昨
The
年
movie he
主
starred
演を
in last
務め
year,
た
based
児
on a
童
young
文
adult
学
novel,
原作
has
の
grossed
映画
over
は
20 million thumb
興
marks
行
since
収
its
入
opening
が
week.
初週から20億マドルを超え続
And
編
a
の
sequel
制
has
作
been
も
greenlit.
決定している同作
This
に
movie
て
has earned him a
本年
nomination
の
for this
ダ
year's
イヤモン
Diamond
ドムー
Movie
ビー
Award
主演賞
for
に
Best Actor
若
at the
干
tender age of
18歳
18.
にしてノミネート今こ
Even
の
as we
時
speak,
世
fans
界
around
で
the world
一
are
番
waiting
輝け
eagerly.
る彼がその
For the
瞬間
moment, the
を
most brightly shining
世
star
界中
in
の
all
フ
the
ァン
land
が
receives
固
that
唾を飲んで
prestigious
見
crown.
守っている
What's the Diamond Movie Award for Best Actor?
奇跡の国の映画産業の発展のため
Sorry. The Diamond Movie Awards is an event held to foster further development of the Shaftlands film industry.
優れた作品
It's
そしてキャ
a
ストやスタッ
traditional
フを
and
表彰
prestigious
する
film
ために
awards
作
event
られた
to honor the
由緒
exceptional
ある映画賞
cinematic
だよ
works, as well as the cast and staff who create.
授与式は美少の町のクイーンズパレスで
The,
毎年行わ
the
れる
ceremony itself is held each year at Queen's Palace here in Machiavelli.
時代とともに注目
It
度が増
garnered
し
more and more attention
今
with
で
each
は
passing
奇
year.
跡の国で作られた作品だけでなく世界中
And
の作
nowadays,
品がノミ
films
ネー
from
トさ
around
れ
the
るよ
world
う
are
になっ
nominated,
た
not just those made in the Shaftlands.
故に
Hence, it would be
実
no
質世界
exaggeration to
最
say
高
that it's
峰
the
の映画
most
賞と言っても
preeminent film
過言
awards
ではない
event in the entire world.
この舞台で表彰されることを
I dare
夢
say
見ない
there's nary
映
a
画
soul
関
in
係
the
者
film
はい
industry
ない
who doesn't
と
dream
言わ
of
れるほど
receiving
だ
honors on that stage.
中でも
The
主
award
演
for
賞
Best Actor is the one
最
that
も
gains
注目度
the
の
most
高い賞だ
attention out of all of them.
そして現実では
And in the
ロワ
real
ドゥ・
world,
ネージュが
The
若干
Ron
14
and
歳
Neige
史
is
上
the
最
youngest
年少
recipient
で
of
こ
said
の賞
award,
を得てい
having
る
received it at the youthful age of 14.
現実では
So Neige won in
ネージュが
reality,
受賞しただが
but from what we saw,
先ほど
he
見た
isn't an
彼は
actor here.
役者ではないようだった
あの
That
人
human
間
was acting like a humble
まるで
assistant.
従順な召使いのように振る舞っていたが全てはビル先輩を幸せな夢にふけらせるための策略ということか
Planted by malice to keep him asleep, probably.
うん
Yeah.
エペルさんや
Unlike
ルー
with
クさんの
Apple and
時
Rook,
と違っ
the
て
GM is
ゲ
by
ー
the
ムマスタ
dreamer's
ー
side
に
at
常
all
時
times
夢
here.
の主に張り付いている状態だ兄さんの
Considering
時も同様だ
circumstances,
っ
we
た
were,
ことを考
were much
える
the
と
same with my brother.
寮長
That
ク
might
ラス
mean
の
even
魔法師
Malice
は
is wary of
マレウ
house
スさ
ward
ん
and
を
class
警戒して
mages and keeps them
監
under
視の目
tighter
を強
surveillance.
めているのかもしれない
Yeah, like I said, implanted by Malice himself. So that Vil, who sees Neige's arrival, can so that Vil sees Neige as his rival, of course, and so in the dream he's put as his assistant that he can berate to keep him asleep, because that's what he would want, maybe. or it gives him a sense of superiority over Neige, which would then keep him asleep. Very smart. Very smart, I must admit.
ちょっと待っ
Hold
て
on.
これが
If this is
幸
supposed
せ
to
な
be a
夢だって
happy
いうな
dream,
ら
isn't it weird that
ストレス
Neige,
源
the
を
source
付
of
き人
stress
にし
for
てるなん
Vil,
て
would be his
ちょっ
assistant?
と変だよね
Well, like I said, he gets to berate him all he wants. And he's in a position below Vil. So that gives him the superiority over Neige. That's my explanation, at least. Maybe somebody will say something similar or better stated.
僕なら
If I couldn't stand
顔を
to
見る
even
の
see
も
someone's
嫌な
face,
相手と
I
なんか
definitely wouldn't want to
ず
be
っと
stuck with
一緒
them
に
all
い
the
たくな
time.
いし
I reckon that'd make your inner darkness worse, not better, right? Maybe deep down, Vil wished he could bully Neige and make him work like a dog. I wouldn't put it past him. Ooh. Neither would I. Huh? Surely even Vil wouldn't go that far.
そこまでは
Then
完
again,
全に
it's
否定
hard to
はしき
completely
れない
rule
けど
out.
さ
He's like, oh, you're not wrong, but like,
これはあ
this is
くまでも
purely
不足だ
speculation
け
on
ど
my part. But
最高
Vil
の美し
Shanghai
さを目指し
pursues the apex
ス
of
トイッ
beauty
ク
and
に
aims
高
for
みを
those,
目指す
those
ビルシ
heights
ェン
with
ハイト
stoic determination.
彼のあ
That
り方に
status
は
quo hinges
か
heavily
な
on the
り深
existence
く
of his rival,
ネイジュさんの
Neige.
存在が関わっている
負けたく
So
な
the
い
presence
相
of
手が
someone
いる
who
から
feels
こ
the
そ
need to be is what
ビルは
motivates
自分を
Vil
奮
to
い立
strive
た
as
せ
hard as he does.
努力を重ねることができたというこ
Is
と
that
だ
what you're
ね
suggesting? Right. Neige de Blanche
な
is
かった
too
こ
much
と
a
にす
part
る
of
に
who
は
Vil is
ビ
to
ルさん
completely
にとっ
remove
て
him from
ネ
the
イジュ・ル
picture.
バンシェの存在は大きすぎる
なるほど
I see.
現実世界におけ
Altering
る
or
重
omitting
要な
something
要
that's
素の
critical
変
in
化
the
や
real
欠
world
落
can make the dream world
夢
more
の世
prone to
界での
paradoxes
祖母
and
や破
breakdowns.
綻を生みやすいということか
そういうこと
Exactly.
でも
But maybe due to
潜在
latent
的な
defensive
防御本能
instincts,
ゆえにこの
Neige
夢の
has been
中では
defined within this
ライバル
dream
にな
as
り得
someone
な
who
い
can't
存在と
possibly
し
be a
て設定
rival.
されているんじゃないかな
で
And then,
ライ
with
バ
no
ルが
rival to
存在
speak
して
of,
ないからダイヤモンド・ムービー主演賞はあっさりビル氏が取るってこと
ノン
no, Vil
そ
would
んな
despise
シナ
such
リ
a
オは
scenario more
ビ
than
ル
anyone
本人
else.
が一番許せないはずだよ
Oh yes, he knows his man's best better than anyone. He knows his man's.
ネイジュ君
Neige has
は確か
inflicted
に
pain
数々
upon,
の痛
upon
み
Vil
をビル
many
に与え
times.
ただろうしかし
The funny thing about that statement is Neige wouldn't see any of this as painful. He'd just be like, oh, we're good friends. Meanwhile, Vil's like, this bastard needs to die. I love the dynamic where one person sees person A sees person B as a rival, but person B does not see person A as a rival. I love that dynamic. It's like the Dinkelberg dynamic. not I understand that's probably not. It's not the same as what's happening in this game with Vil and Neige, but the Dinkelberg. Dinkelberg. Fairly Odd Parents is not something to bring up in this instance, but I just. That's kind of the same dynamic that I was kind of talking about. Kinda, sorta, but not really. I don't know. Fairly Odd Parents mentioned. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
ビルは誰よりもネイ
But
ジュ君
Vil
の
knows
実
better
力
than
を
but Vil knows better
強さを
than
知っていた。
anyone else how strong and capable Neige is.
だからこそ
That's why he was so
グイ
desperate
グイ
on the
シ
day
ー
of
の
the
火は追い
STC.
詰められ
That's what drove him to such
あんな行動に
extremes.
本人
My
の
heart
自
breaks
覚
at
が
the
ない
thought
ま
of
まに
Vil's pride
踏み
being
にじられて
trampled
いる
upon
ビ
so
ルのプライド
flagrantly
を思
while
うと
he remains blissfully
胸
ignorant.
が張り裂けそうになる
His pride? Like,
今のビル
how
は
happy Vil
挫折や
is
嫉
now,
妬を
never
味わう
having to
ことのない
experience setbacks or
幸
jealousy.
せな状態だろうだが
But that happiness
その
comes
代
at the
償
cost
に
of that
一
which
番
he
大
holds
切
most
なも
dear.
のをなくしてしまった
The spirit of tenacity, the very spirit of the fairest queen, which makes him who he
美し
is.
き女王の精神ああ
Oh, would that
早く目覚め
Oh,
させてあ
would
げ
that
た
I
い
could wake Vil up right now. I can hardly bear the sight of him
見
like
てい
this.
られないよ
ルークさん
Rook.
ストレスフリーなプレイ体験は評価するが、それに
Nice
よりシ
comfort
ナリオから
gameplay.
深み
The
が
writing
失
is
われてい
woefully
る。
shallow and lacks any kind of depth.
で、拙者
I
のお
sent
気
that
持
as
ち
my
長文を
in-depth
開
feedback
発
to the
運営に
lead dev,
送った
but I guess it got tossed in the
開
that's
催するつもり
nice
ゼロっ
pile.
すな。あ
まあ
Very likely,
マレウ
considering
ス
what
さんは
Malleus has done
魔
so
法
far
領
for the
域に
people
捉え
trapped
て
in
いる
his
人たち
domain.
に対して幸
All
せな
he's
夢を
done
見
is give
続
the
け
vague
ろ
order
っ
of
ていう
keep dreaming
アバウ
happy
トな命
dreams.
令を出してるだけに過ぎないからね。実
It's
際
the
にイマジ
dreamers
ネーションを
themselves whose
働かせ
imaginations form the happy
幸せな
dreams.
夢を想像してるのは夢の主、もちろん
Of course, those
悲
dreams
し
still
みや
have to
怒
be
り
made
ってい
within
う
Malleus's
ネガティブ
constraints.
な感情を生み出してはならない。っていう縛り
Namely,
の
no
中
negative
で
emotions like sadness or anger allowed. A world devoid of sadness and anger is pretty warped. I was just, how would that
あ。
work?
監督生氏の言う通り。
Yep, pretty much what Rad said.
そ
It's
そ
like
ん
playing
な
a
ん
video
最
game
初か
where
ら
you
レ
start
ベ
at
ルマッ
max
クスで
level and every
敵が
enemy
全部
steers
自分を
clear
避
of
けて
you.
いくゲームじゃん。
I love how he uses video games and anime as his analogies in order to connect to people. I don't know. What a silly lad.
全滅
There's
から
no
のリ
losing
ト
and
ル
retrying.
障害
No
を乗り
trial
越え
and
るため
error
の
to
トライ
overcome
アンドエラー。
obstacles.
育
The
成の苦
challenge
労
and
だっ
payoff
て
of
ゲー
getting
ムの
good
醍
is
醐味
what
でし
truly
ょ。
makes gaming rewarding.
マレウ
In
ス様
Malleus's case,
きっと
I think in terms of
そうい
encountering
った
rewarding
手応え
challenges,
のような
his
も
experience is extremely
の楽しま
limited.
れた経験が非常に少ないのだと思う。
That's right, because he is kind of like all powerful. Not necessarily, but not that he's all powerful, but he has a fairly limited experience. Like, he's a prince, he's got extremely powerful magic. He's never really had to struggle that much outside of, you know, like communicating with others and communicating and interacting with others. So he doesn't have a lot of challenges going his way, aside from that, of course. So, yeah.
あのお方
Ever since he was born,
生まれた
or
瞬
even
間
before then,
熟
he's
練
had
の
enough
兵士
power
たち
to
を
easily trounce
一
even
周で
veteran
きるほど
soldiers.
の力を持っていらした。比喩
Starting at max level and having every enemy steer clear isn't just an analogy for him. I think it's an accurate description of his life.
ような人生を歩まれてきたのだろう。
ああ、You know,
それは
I can
そう
maybe
な
see
のかもしれ
that.
ませんが、
Um,
うちの
our
学園
school's housewarmens are all pretty
特に寮長
fearless.
たちは怖いもの知らずばっかりだから、ちょくちょ
Some
く
of
マ
them
レウス氏に
even
食って
needle
かかるや
Malleus
つ
at
も
every
いたけ
chance to
ど、
get.
もし
But
マ
if
レウス氏
anything
が
so
イラ
much
ッと
as
きて
flicked
デコピ
Malleus's
ンでもし
forehead
よ
while
う
he
もん
was
な
in
ら
bad mood,
相手は
they'd
確
end
実
up
に
at the
保健
nurse's
室を
office,
送る。
guaranteed.
よくて大
Best
学
case,
賞
he'd get expelled.
悪くて国
Worst
際問
case,
題っ
it'd
て
blow
感
up.
じだもんね。
It'd blow up into an international incident.
つまり
all humans
学
who
園
go
に
to our
通
school,
う人間どもは
they're all scared of him and they steer clear. Just like they were saying, just like Edie was saying when he was saying like, if you start off at max level, all the smaller enemies will steer clear of you. It's what happened to Malleus, yes.
誰よりも思慮深く誰よりも寛大なマレウス様の日頃の振る舞いに心
You
から
should be
感謝
truly
す
grateful
べ
for
き
Malleus's incomparable discretion and
ということだ。
Alright, we're going to Google thesaurus again. I'm going to look up the definition. Magnanimity. Alright. Magnanimity. The fact or condition of being generosity. Generous or forgiving, especially toward a rival or less powerful person. Interesting. Everybody say thank you, Professor Google. Thank you, Professor Google. I'm kidding. Hence, all humans who go to our school should be truly grateful for Malleus's incomparable discretion and magnanimity. Got it now. That's the obvious conclusion. No, it is not, Sepik. I'm sorry. Sheesh. Talk about commitment to the bit. No shit.
売れねえやつなんだぞ。
セベク氏の言う通り、マリウス氏が何があっても揺らがない超人メン
If
タル。
Malleus actually matched Sebek's description and had some unflappable superhuman psyche,
こんなこ
we
とに
wouldn't be
は
in
なっ
this
てない
mess
ん
at
だよ
all.
な。魔王
But
級
nope,
の
this
チータ
natural
ーに
born
生まれたの
overlord
に
in walking cheat
感
code
情の起伏は僕たちと
experiences
さ
the
ほど
same
変わ
emotional
らない
highs
って
and
の
lows that the
かな。
rest of us do. And that's on people not interacting with him. He has no clue how to interact with people. And that's the biggest thing that's holding him back. You know?
完全
That's what
に
I
設
call a
計
glaring
ミ
design
スでし
flaw.
ょ。
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Anyway, I guess that's
マ
getting
リウ
off
ス氏のこ
topic.
とは一旦置いといて、まず
We
は
should
ビル
focus
氏
on
を
how
ど
we
うや
can
って
win
目
the
覚め
war.
させるか考えないと。
62 cents.
寮でビル氏と寝食を
So,
共にしてたポムフィ
any
オーレの
ideas
人
from the
なん
Palm
か
Forge
ない
students who eat and sleep under the same roof as him?
私に一つ考え
I
を
have
みんな
one. Would you all be
力
willing
を
to
貸し
help
て
me?
くれるかい？
Are we gonna perform the absolutely beautiful again? Because if so, I'll have to poorly sing again. And now it's time to announce the winner of the award for Best Actor. Even I don't know whose name is contained in this envelope. My hands are trembling. The recipient of this year's prestigious Diamond Movie Award for Best Actor is... Vil and Neige.
私が
Me? Truly?
本当に
You've earned it, Vil. Congratulations, Vil. Come step up to the podium. The shining crown is yours to wear. Vil Shenhai made his movie debut at the young age of 7 From the Farthest Space. He starred in a movie adaptation of the wildly popular children's book, I'm Wishing. Not as the protagonist, but as the antagonist, with a stunning performance that absolutely leapt off the screen. Oh, this is Rook speaking. I just realized that. I'm sorry. Huh? He went on to star in the school musical drama, For Someday My Princess Will Come. Not as the protagonist, but as a highly convincing antagonist who caused the main character of no end of grief. His shrill, jealousy-ridden performance and frightening witch's cackle sent shivers of terror down the spines of everyone who saw it.
このアナウン
What
ス
is the MC saying?
こん
They're
なの
getting my career
全
history
然
all
私の
wrong.
経歴じゃないわ。
Wait, it couldn't be.
記念すべ
This
き
mean-spirited
悪い
joke on
冗
a
談は
happy
やめて。
occasion has gone on long
誰
enough.
か
Someone cut
今
that
すぐ
speaker
こ
off
のアナウン
right
スを
now.
止めなさい。
He hails from the Shaftlands, is enrolled in Night Raven College, in Arcane Academy. Given his vast passion for film, he founded the Film Research Club, which he also runs.
ナイト
Night
レーブン
Raven
カレッジ
College. I've
です
never heard of such a place.
私はそんな学校知らない。
Best to step out of it.
私
My
は撮
filming
影で
schedule is tight
忙
as
しいの
is.
よ。
How would I have
偏
time
僻
to
な
go to
島
some
には
boarding
全
school
寮制の学
on
校
an
になんか
island way out? There we go. Snap out of it, Dusty.
急に頭が
How do I
なんで
know which
私は
school or
その
what kind of
学校の
school it
日夜
is?
システムを知ってるの。
At the Song and Dance competition. At the Song and Dance Championship held at the National Arcane Academy Culture Fair. He led his school's team of entrants in performing an original composition called Absolutely Beautiful. Hey, so absolutely beautiful. No chance to beat us. No way, no way. See, I told you I'd say it again. Will performed admirably as his group's frontman, and his team won an impressive second place. Gee, I wonder why we won second place, Mr. MC. And most importantly of all, he is the house warden of Ponafior, the dorm based upon the fairest queen's spirit of tenacity. Our own fair queen, Aurora de Poison. You're those people from yesterday. What are you doing here? Bestie, snap out of it!
どうやってここに
Wake up!
あ
What is this scenery? I've never seen it before, yet I'd all know it the same. Am I... Vil, are you alright? Hurry, someone call an ambulance! Neige! Snap! Neige, get your ass out of here! You're irrelevant here! Get out of here! Splitting headache. Security, what are you doing? Eject these intruders immediately! Get out of here, Neige. The people in the audience are all turning black and goopy. There's so many of them. Vil's being swept away by the darkness. Come on, Vil. Snap out of it. Snap out of it! Alright. Just change the theme ever so slightly. Just ever so slightly. To account for, to account for flora and water. To account for fire and water. Yes. Come on, Vil. Just focus on me. Fuck off, Neige. I say that as kindly as possible. Get out of the picture. Here it is. The best actor trophy you've always wanted. Look, it's all gold and sparkly. Isn't it pretty? Yes, it is. This is what I've always wanted. Proof that I'm the best in the world. That's it. Snap out of it! Vil, no! Do not heed the darkness. Vil, don't do it! That's just it. Just stay here, and you can be the best in the world forever and ever, all without having to put in any work. That wouldn't be fun. Concurrent viewers, I think somebody's... Oh my... I'm so sorry, I didn't realize that you were here. Hi, I remember because I was actually watching some of my old streams and I was looking, I believe you were the one in the comments, going back and forth. I'm so sorry, I don't know when these messages were sent, but I just so happened to look over. I'm sorry. But I remember I was viewing some old, one of my old streams and I saw our, back and forth in the chat. So hello, I'm glad you're here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to do any rigorous training or follow any tedious skincare routines to maintain your beauty. Well, I mean, that'd be nice and all, but that's not realistic. You have to put in some amount of work. You have to put in some amount of work to, like, you should have to put in some amount of work to maintain perfection. You can't just snap and it's done, you know? Does that make sense? You have to work for this kind of shit. You have to work for it. I'm sorry. So, Neige, shut up! Shut up! You won't have to ever feel upset or frustrated. So, go on, V. Just close your eyes. Don't close your eyes! Stay awake! Stay away from the light! Vil! Come, just try and get away from me. Arrow afar. Oh, that's right, because I remember his signature spell. He can... Because I remember his signature spell. He can cast the arrow on whatever thing, and then he'll be able to trace and detect where they are. I remember that from book 6. They mentioned that in book 6, and I remember. Okay. For real, like, imagine waking up and all your pores are gone. That'd be like amazing. Yeah, that really would be amazing. Yes, yes, yes. But that's not realistic. I mean, granted, we're in a dream, so of course nothing's realistic. But that's part of the problem here. It's like, yeah, this is all great. It reminds me of, I remember there was this little DuckTales movie or something. I think it was DuckTales, but it was they wished that it was Christmas every day. And so at first they're like, yes, we love this, we're getting presents, and we're having big feasts and all this and that, and then the longer they stay in here, they're like, you know what, I don't think I want this anymore. It's the same with these dreams. It's like, eventually at some point you're gonna realize, okay, everything's too perfect. There's something up here. I need something different, which is how Edie realized that he was dreaming. I don't know. We're having one. I like being annoying and yapping. Yes, yes, yes.
いいではよ、そう焦るでない。
了解した。そろそろ待って行きましょう、シュラウド先輩。
デュース氏に言われなくても今やろうと思ってたし。
面白くなってきた。
見かけより甘くなかったかな。
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I vaguely remember watching that in like math class or something back in middle school. Which I'm not sure the correlation between the DuckTales thing and math class, but it was still an interesting thing to watch. The darkness keeps closing in. If we don't do something, we're gonna get swallowed too. Attack! Rook, Apple, are you two alright? The moment you guys stepped out on stage, everybody in the area turned to darkness. You wouldn't believe how hard it was just getting inside the Queen's palace. Vil's been dragged into the darkness. I marked him with my signature spell, but he's sinking lower and lower. After him, quick! We can still pull him back out. I swear, if we have to do any more of those hexagon maps to get Vil out of here, I'm gonna scream and cry and throw up. I would do all of those things. After him, you want us to dive into that goop? Bestie, we've done it before, and it's not pleasant. Oh yeah, I was watching reactions to Twisted Wonderland, and the one that has green horns that looks like the one with the hot pink strips on his hair. Yeah, the guy with the green horns, that's Malleus, and currently he's like our main antagonist of this section of the story. And then the guy with the pink strips in his hair, that's Lilia. He's my favorite. I mean, Malleus and Lilia are both my favorites, but Lilia is my favorite. Malleus is my second favorite. If he gets pulled any deeper into slumber, it's going to be that much harder to wake him up. Yeah, Malleus is the name of the guy with the green horns. Let's hurry! Huzzah! Where are we? Isn't this the hall where I'm trying to remember. It was something in book 5 when Vil had the poisoned apple juice that he was going to give to Neige. I think that's what's happening. I think that's where this location is. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't really remember. It appears to be the interior of the Night Raven College Coliseum. I fear I know this hallway. Yeah, I was right. That was when Vil tried to poison Neige with the poison apple juice, and then they were over here. I think this is also where Vil overblooded. Question mark. Again, I don't remember book 5 all that well. It's very vague. Even book 7, when I'm doing this live, I don't really remember what happens when. What happens in which part. Everything just blends together. Especially the further back in the story we go. Hey, I hear crying. Irafar is leading me in the same direction as that voice.
追いかけましょう。
Let's follow it. Ah, look, someone's on the floor.
誰かが倒れてるんだぞ。
Is that Neige? I also like the one with cyan and blue hair that turns orange and or red when doing a spell. Oh yeah, that's... I think that's Idia. It sounds like that's Idia. He's my third favorite. You're listing off all my favorites, but that's Idia. He's based on Hades, so he's got like the blue hair, and then when he turns mad, it turns red, similar to Hades from Hercules. Which I've seen that movie one time, but Hades is absolutely iconic, so therefore Idia is also absolutely iconic. Why? How could this happen to Neige? Oh, I hate the little, the other guys that are based on the Seven Dwarfs. I don't like them. Hey, quit crying, Zeus. Neige, Neige! Excuse me, what happened here? I'm not sure. We were checking out the culture fair stalls. Then we came back to the dressing room and found Neige collapsed on the floor. So is this some sort of alternate reality? I mean, everything that's happening is basically an alternate reality, but I think this is some sort of alternate reality when Vil actually succeeded in poisoning Neige with the poison apple juice. That's what I'm gathering here. Everyone, step back. I'm going to scan Neige Leblanche's vitals. Oh, you mean Hercules? Yeah. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. We can't wake him up no matter what we do. Come on, man. You're not some sleepyhead like Shelby. Get it together. What do we do? He's getting colder by the second. Neige, don't leave us. Okay, I know I was talking trash about Neige earlier, but like, I don't think he deserves to die. I'm sorry. Hey, Rad, see that bottle of apple juice on the floor? Like I said, it's the poison apple juice from book 5. It's empty. How could this be? Rotten Neige. If we don't act fast. Oh, right. Everyone, step away from him. Your eyes will close. Your breath will still. Crimson slumber. Hey, what are you trying to pull? Crimson slumber puts my target in stasis while they're encased in the barrier. Stasis, like the song from the rhythm games. Linoda. I haven't played that game, I just know the song Stasis by Malzahn. Okay, that's not how the song goes. It won't last forever, but for the short term, it might be able to slow the curse's progress and keep him alive. Rook, I think this could mean in the spring, the NRC tribe takes top spot in the world. Wait, so who's evil, Vil or Neige? Here, Vil is the evil one, because these two, they're based on, Vil is based on the evil queen from Snow White, and then Neige is based on Snow White. So what's kind of happening here is, kind of in Snow White, how the evil queen gives Snow White the poison apple and and then she passes out. Here it's Vil gives Neige the poison apple juice, and so he's kind of sort of getting killed here. But this is some sort of alternate reality where this plan actually succeeds. This happened in the main canon story, but he did try to give the poison apple juice, but he was prevented from actually drinking it. This is some sort of alternate reality version in which he actually succeeds in giving the poisoned apple juice. No, oh Vil, why? There's no beauty to be found in a top spot claimed through such nightmarish methods. He should understand that. That's why he regretted what he did. I think his mind's being dragged into darkness. I explained that as best as I could. I'm not the best with explaining things, so I'm glad that made sense. Yeah. So who's waking Neige with a kiss? We'll find out. I don't. They're probably they're probably not gonna actually, you know, give him a kiss because it's Disney. I don't think they want boys kissing boys. So there'll probably be some sort of other way they'll wake him up that doesn't actually involve kissing. Although if they do that, that would be absolutely iconic, but that's probably not gonna happen. This is Disney after all. I think his mind's being dragged into darkness. When the darkness took me, I lost sight of myself. I'm sure the same is happening to Vil.
たとえ
Even
夢
if
の
it's
中
only
だ
a
としても
dream, there's no way I'm
取り
letting him
返
do
しがつ
something
かない
that'll
こと
haunt
に
him
なんか
for the rest of his
させ
life.
るもんか
Indeed, quickly, to our queen.
我らが女王の御前へ
Yeah. Oh yeah. Imagine if they just said, "Oh, we're done here." Oh, never mind. Lol. Yeah. Just. Let me take a sip of water real quick.
たとえ夢の中だとしても取り返しがつかないことになんかさせるもんか
Even if it's only a dream, there's no way I'm letting him do something that'll haunt him for the rest of his life. Indeed, quickly, to our queen.
我らが女王の御前へ
Yeah. Oh yeah. These highly talented students have gathered here from all over the country. Each of them put on a performance that shone brighter than the most radiant jewels. I wish I could give every team here a winning trophy, but sadly, I only have one to give out. Who takes home the honor of being the world's greatest in this year's Song and Dance Championship? The winning school is... Night Raven College! With their clarion singing and dancing moves, Night Raven College's show was a tour de force. Their flawless performance made us want to kneel. It was the epitome of absolutely beautiful. Hey, so absolutely beautiful. No chance to beat us. No way, no way. Hey, so I have to say that every single time because that's the singular line that I can sing of the song. Is that the only line that's in English? So congratulations on winning the top spot in the world.
ありがとう
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
本当にありがとう
ビルさん
Phil, I'm so happy we got the top spot.
第一になれて本当に嬉しい
胸を
Hold your
張っ
head
てお
high,
く
Vil. For at this exact moment, we are the fairest ones of all.
私たちは世界
The
で
alternate
一
reality
番
in which Rook did not betray us by voting for the other school. That's Capro. That's Capro. Does not want to give that trophy to all of them. No, because in reality, we, as in like, this group, we didn't win first place. We got second place. We lost by 1 vote. So, we're in, again, this is alternate reality in which we actually win this thing. No! Huh? What's going on here?
これは
Are there 2 of Apple
ど
and
ういう
Rook?
ことエペルとルークが2人いる
思い出した
Think
の
back,
か
Vil.
ビル
This is not but a
これは
distorted
歪ん
dream.
だ夢だ
歪
A
んだ
distorted dream.
夢
What are you talking about? Oh wow, he came to his senses really quickly.
僕たち
Thank goodness. We didn't
あの
take the
日は
top
世
spot
界
that
一に
day.
なれなかった
Royal
世界一
Sword
になった
Academy
の
did. It went to Neige and his friends.
ロイヤルソードアカデミーネージ
Neige
が
won the
世
top
界
spot?
一
That's in...
そんなはずは
Oh, Vil, do not let your do not let their words sway you. Neige and his companions sadly had to withdraw from the STC due to a sudden stomachache. Isn't that right?
そうだろ
Our hard work's been rewarded, and we're at the top now. What could be better than this?
こんなに嬉しいことはないですよね。
Yes, I suppose you're right. Our singing and dancing couldn't possibly earn any spot less than the top.
世界一にならないはずがない。
Well, we actually got second place. I'm still mad about that. I will continue to be pettily angry about that. We lost by 1 vote. 1 vote. Vil, do not turn away from the
目を
truth.
背けてはいけない
Your curse did not send the world and age into a cold slumber,
眠りにつかせることはなかったしかし
but nothing will erase the fact
一度は罪の果実を
you took hold
手に
of the
取ってしまった
forbidden fruit all
事
the
実
same.
は変わらない今も
I can
耳に
still
こ
hear
び
you
りついて
crying
い
out that
る
you wouldn't forgive yourself.
自分のことが許せないと叫んだ君の声が
私が許せない。
Forgive myself.
いた。頭が。
Bestie, just wake up already. Wake up! Wake up. It's the first of the month.
おだまり。あんたたちに何
It's
が分
far
かる
from
っ
the
てい
first
う
of the
の。
month. I see that post at the beginning of every month on Instagram. I have to repost it on my story every single time. Silence! What do any of you know? What does it matter who forgives me? I can't forgive myself.
私が許せない。
What was...
今のは一体。
Oh, how painfully the stake of deep remorse must have pierced your heart that day.
痛みを伴って君の胸をうがっただろうだが
But
その痛
experiencing
みを
that
知っ
pain
たか
must
らこ
have
そ
given you insight into
君は
what true
本
beauty
当の
is.
美しさとは何かを知ったはずだそして
And indeed, on the
君
island
は
of
嘆
Will,
きの
you
島
displayed
で
utter
誰に
beauty
も負け
beyond
ない
any other.
最高の美しさを遺憾なく見せつけたどうか
Please
思い出しておく
remember
れ
that day in the lightless
死の
depths
底
of the
で
earth.
今こ
The
の
day
時
you proclaimed, at
私
this
は
exact
世界
moment, I am the
一美
fairest
し
one
い
of
と
all.
胸を張ったあの日のことを
Wasn't he just putting on a facade so he didn't feel bad for himself after he got like super withered and old after the boss battle with the Titans? I don't remember Book 6 all that well. So I think that's kind of what happened. I remember he was just kind of saying that, and then later he revealed, yeah, I'm just putting on a fucking facade, bro. I'm old. Do you think I'm the fairest of all like this? It, of course, not worded like that, but I kind of summarized it.
そうよ。
That's right. That day.
そうだ
That
わ。
was the day
私こ
it
の場
was
所
here
で。
that Come on, bestie. You're almost there. Come on. You're finally awake.
私
How could I have forgotten?
どうして忘れていたのかしら。私が
I swore I
最
never
後
would.
に息を
To
止
my
める
very
その
last
瞬
breath.
間まで決して忘れることはないって誓ったのに。
You're awake. Finally, it took long enough. No. You.
また私
You
を
all
迎
came
え
for
に
me
来て
again.
くれたのね。
君が求
Should
め
you
るな
wish it, I
ら
shall
何度
always
で
come
も
running.
馳せ参じるとも
Okay, fruit basket. I'm sorry.
だって美しき女
The
王
fairest,
様には
the fairest queen needs her
狩
huntsman
人
and her
と毒
poison
リン
apple,
ゴが
right?
必要でしょ。
What's
こ
this
の揺れは
shaking?
何？
I think Malleus found us. I think that's what that is. Look, the sky's cracking
大き
open.
なひびが
I think Malleus found us. Perhaps. Has the dream begun to
夢の
collapse?
崩壊が始ま
Why
ったの
now?
か。どうして今？
Come on, Malleus is onto us. 100%. That's gonna be
レベ
him
ル
showing
さん
up
が
here.
スリープキスで
When
ネイジさん
Episode
を助けた
Neige
ことで
was in Crimson Slumber,
この
it
夢での
changed
ビ
the
ルさん
happy
は
outcome of Vil's dream.
幸せな結末を迎えられなくなったライバ
His
ルが
rival
復
will
活
make
し
a comeback and topple Vil from
再
the
びビ
top
ルさん
spot
は
again.
世界一の座から転落することにな
It's
る
like it's like the anomalies in Across the Spider-Verse. Like when in in Paviter's Spider-Verse, when they saved when they saved whoever, I think it was his girlfriend's dad, when they saved him from getting hit by the truck, then I watched Spider-Verse one time, so I'm trying to explain to the best of what I remember. When they saved him from that, then there started being anomalies. It's like that. I think a similar thing's happening here. It's just like what happened to Eva's dream. This whole place is about to be swallowed up into an abyss. That should not have been that difficult to say. Ortho, Silver, get out of there, now! The spell structure is being rapidly overwritten. I can't redirect it fast enough. Get your asses out of there! Just get everyone together and evacuate to the Dreamway ASAP. Got it. Everyone, stay close to me. I'm getting us out of here. Quick, before Mallory shows up. Alright, Epple, Vil, let us go. Right. Come on! It's darkness grab, Vil. We have to pull him free. Vil, take my hand. Someone's got my foot. Let go, you. Epple, Rook, over here, quick! But what about Vil? Oh, Don't tell me they're gonna have to pick between the two of them. The dreamer can potentially wake up on his own, even if he gets put back to sleep. But you guys are different. If foreign elements go down with the dream, there's no telling where you'll end up. Are they gonna have to leave Vil here? No. But fine, if you'd rather be pains in the neck than listen to reason. Ortho, drive them away from Vil if you have to. Roger, nothing personal, Epple. Cerberus, Ortho, yay! Oh, they're just leaving him here to die. I mean, he's not actually gonna die. They're just leaving him here. Right, meet in a dream. I still cannot believe they just had to leave Vil there. That makes me sad. I mean, Vil's not in my top favorites, but like, I don't know. I ranked the characters back when I first started playing. I need to remake that tier list, but Vil's high up on my ranks, so it makes me sad that they had to leave him here. I will remake that tier list at some point in time. Trust. Is anyone here? If so, answer. It's dark everywhere I look. It's like I've been stranded in the dark reaches of space. That voice. Mira. Tell me something. Who, at this moment, is the most beautiful? I'm sorry, one of my mutuals on Instagram, who also plays Twist, pointed this out. They're like, it's so funny that Mira is, you know, Snow White. It's mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all. In this rendition of the story, Mira is Siri on his phone, and he's basically asking Siri, who's the most beautiful of all. That's so stupid. I didn't think about that till this person pointed it out. Or let me ask Siri really quick. Am I the most beautiful one? Neige.
どうして
Why? It should be me. I should be the most beautiful in the world.
私こそがこの世で最高に美しいはずなのに。
I kind of forgot how kind of slay that overblooded villains. Like, look at these nails. Kind of iconic, and by kind of I mean very, very iconic. Why is my hard work never rewarded? How terribly I envy that charming, beautiful boy. Okay, no. Well, maybe. Someone, anyone. Tell me I'm the fairest in the land.
私こそ世界で最高に美しいと言って。
Is that me? How ugly I look.
なんて醜い姿なの。
Ugly? Did you call me ugly?
醜いですって。私が
Not my
醜
fault I
くな
turned
ったのは
ugly. It's all Neige's
私
fault.
のせいじゃない。全部ネージのせいよ。
He's not the one who made
違うわ。
wrong. My overplot was
私が
no
オ
one's
ーバーブロ
fault
ッ
but
ドし
my
たのは
own.
他の誰でもなく、私のせい。
Get off your high horse. You utterly loathe him and you know it.
憎くて憎くて仕方がないくせに。
You hate that charming, beautiful, universally beloved boy, don't you?
子が憎い。そうでしょ。
Oh, this is deplorable. I'm so steeped in envy and resentment, there isn't a trace of beauty to be
美しさ
found.
のかけらもない。でも
But I won't turn away from
もう
it
目を
any
そら
longer.
さない。
I accept this
受け入れるわ。
nauseatingly ugly part of
この
myself.
吐き気を催すほど醜い自分を。これが
This is
本当の私。そうよ。
yes. This is who I am.
私よ。
You may try to climb that cliff alone and reach greater heights, but it will never
そう
end
はい
well.
かない。
You'll never escape me. Hello? Wait, is this Malleus?
私の姿が
Never mind.
ボ
Now
ロボ
I'm
ロの老婆に
turning
変わ
into
っ
a
ていく。
wrinkled old woman.
あんたは私と
You're
一緒
better
に
off crushed beneath the
大
floor,
岩の下
together
で
with me,
潰れているのがお似合いよ。骨の
dashed to
髄まで
pieces and
粉
hideous.
々になったよりも
Forevermore.
醜い姿のまま永遠に。いい
Very
でしょ
well.
う。ならば
Then I'll crawl my way higher
私
from
はそこから
there,
高
together
み
with
へ
my
這
ugly
い上がってみ
desires.
せ。身にさあ
Come, my hideous
世
phantom.
にも醜い私
Give
の
me your
亡霊をその心臓を私に差し出しなさい。私は誰よりさあ恐怖の叫びを聞かせて。黙りなさい。耐えられるかしら。みっともないわ。お黙り。あ赤くおなげ。黙りなさい。耐えられるかしら。みっともないわ。さあ見て恐れるが骨の髄まで粉々にしてあげる。耐えられるかしら。耐えられるかしら。みっともないわ。私に恐れるがいい。永遠に眠る。骨の髄まで粉々にしてあげる。耐えられいいでしょう。みっともないわ。お黙り。恐れるが 骨の髄まで粉々にしてあげる。私は世界で一番美しい。
I win, yippee! I was worried because it looked like they had a lot more flora than water, so I was basically getting. I have to compare this to Pokemon once more. I was basically hitting it with more super effective hits, quote unquote. Of course, they don't use super effective in this game. That's just I play Pokemon, so I have to reference Pokemon, and super effective is the term we used within that game. Yes. What percent are we at? 48%. My phone is a little bit warm, but not nearly as bad as it was on the last stream. What are you doing? Stop! Cease this at once! My nose is so itchy for some reason. I keep scratching at it. I don't know what it is. It gets like this sometimes, and I really hate it. Even if I'm crushed into a boulder and dashed to pieces,
骨の髄まで粉々になったとしても
I will
私は
never
二度
come
と
to a
立ち止まら
standstill
ないわ。
again.
いいこと
Listen and listen
覚
well.
えておきなさい。
I
私
am
はいつだ
always the fairest one of
こ
all.
の世で最高に美しい。
Hell yeah. And that's iconic behavior. And that is iconic behavior. Even knowing at your ugliest that you're still the fairest of all is actually kind of iconic behavior. By kind of, I mean very. The recipient of this year's prestigious Diamond Movie Award for Best Actor is Vil and Neige.
私が
Me? Truly?
本当に
You've earned it, Vil. Congratulations, Vil. Come step up to the podium. The shining crown is yours to win. What's going on now? Are we back to before the thing and the... Congratulations! Your beauty is the greatest of all. You're the most beautiful one who is. Thank you all for celebrating on my behalf.
祝福してくれてありがとう。お祝い
I
に
say we all share a toast to commemorate the occasion with my favorite brand of apple juice. Is he gonna kill them all with the poison apple juice? No, that's not gonna happen. Unless
グラスは行き渡ったかしら。
everyone have their glass, then raise it up to the
最高の美
greatest
しさ
beauty.
に
To the greatest beauty. Oh. Did the thing that I said as a joke actually happen? Did he actually give them all the poisoned apple juice? Did that happen? Did I unintentionally predict what would happen? Phil?
ウィル様
皆さん、
お
甘い毒は
I was right! Huzzah!
口に合うかしら。
Well, how did my sweet poison taste? I do hope you found it to your liking. Wait, poison?
毒
あんた
You're quite the hammy
と
actor,
ん
you
だ
know.
大根役者
Even for a nightmare, this is just
悪夢に
atrocious.
したってひどすぎる。本
You're
物の
nowhere
ネジ
near
の
as
可憐
charming,
さは
endearing,
愛
or
らしさ
loathsome as the real Neige.
憎たらしさはそんなもんじゃないわ。芸
Your
を磨
acting
いて
needs
出
some
直していらっしゃ
serious
い。
work. Wait, V,
何も
I lose
失わ
not
ず
and fear not.
何も
This
恐れな
shining
く
crown was made for me.
輝く王冠は私のためにある。フェアレスト
Fairest
ワン
one
オ
of
ブ
all.
オール。呪いの
Whoever
かかっ
tastes
た
the
リンゴを
cursed
口
apple
に
will
した
have their
者
blood
は
run cold.
血も凍り二度
And
と
they will
目
never
覚める
wake
こと
again.
はないであろう。
Massive body count. No.
偽りの
Who
王
wants to
冠な
wear
ん
a
か
false crown?
誰が被るもんですか。今こ
I
の
shall be the one
時
to decide who,
誰がこの世
at
で
this
一番美しいか
exact moment, is the fairest in the land.
私が決めるわ。何
What was that?
今のは。
I think Malleus is on to us. I'm gonna keep saying that because like any moment where I'm remotely nervous, I'm like, yep, Malleus is on to us, he's on to us, but I do think this time it's actually him. Or maybe it's Edie, I don't know.
レースシグナ
Aether
ルトラ
signal
ッキング
tracking
成功
successful. We have arrived at the
指定され
designated
た座標へ
coordinates.
到着しました
Okay, thank goodness. I'm glad they came back for him because I was feeling sad that they were just gonna leave him there. I would have been sad if that were the case, but I don't think that will be the case, which is good.
オルト
Ortho,
みんな
everyone, I'm right here.
私はここよ。
So he's just gonna kill them all and then just escape from the dream. Kind of iconic. Kind of iconic, I won't even
どうや
lie.
ら僕たちの
Looks like
助
you
け
don't
は
need any
もう
rescue
必
from
要
us
ない
now.
みたいだね
Oh, Vil, I'm so
無
glad
事で
you're
よかっ
safe.
た。
おかえりなさい
Welcome back, Vil.
ビルさん
Alright, pack it up, Skittles Squad. I'm joking.
私はま
It
たあんた
seems
た
I've
ちに
once again
み
put
っ
on
と
a
もない
rather
ところを見せちゃ
unbecoming
ったみたい
display in front of you.
ごめんな
I'm
さい。
sorry.
それから
I'm sorry.
あ
And
りが
thank
とう
you.。Alright, we gotta go before
今
Malleus
す
gets
ぐビル
here.
の夢に戻る
You wouldn't believe how hard it
ジタ
was
バタす
holding
る
Rook
ル
and
ーク
Apple
たちを
back.
押さえつ
They
け
were
る
all
のが
worked up
大
like,
変
we
だ
must
ったん
return
だ
to
ぞ
Vil's dream right now.
そうだ
It's
な。
true. Any longer,
あ
and
と
they would
少
have
しで
broken
振り
free
切
and
られ
gotten
てはぐれて
separated
しま
from
うと
us.
ころだった。
なんな
What
の
is
だ
with
こいつら
Palmaflor
は。
students?
ポムフィ
I
オーレは
thought the door,
美を
I
磨
thought
く
that
ことに
door
重
crown's
きを置い
beauty
たような
above
は
all
ずだろ
else.
揃
I
いも
never knew
揃
they
って
were all
体
athletic
力自慢の
powerhouses
肉体
too.
派だとは知らなかったぞ。
Palmaflor's all about
闇
discipline.
の鏡が拙者の
Every day I'm
魂
more grateful that the dark,
インドア燃やし
dark
系
mirror
揃い
sorted
の
my
異
soul
軍
into
態度を振り
Ignite.
分けてく
The
れてい
dorm
る
of sedentary and indoor times. Yeah, he would absolutely get cooked in Palmaflor. They'd get on his case for staying up super late. Yeah. I too would get my ass sorted right into Ignihide.
イデア
Edia, your
あ
presence
ん
here
たがいるって
suggests
こ
that
と
you have
は
an understanding
状
of the
況はもう
situation
把
we're
握
in.
できているんでしょ。一体
Explain to
何
me
が起きてい
exactly
るの
what's
か
going on.
私にも
Cue
説
the
明してちょう
video!
あは
Sure.
い。
If you could watch this video
じ
to
ゃ
start
あ
with.
とりあえずこの動画を見ても
I need to go back and rewatch that video because that was so funny. Horrible. Just horrible,
ひどいわね。
right?
でしょ
Even I'm
さ
infuriated
す
by
が私
Malleus's
もマリウス氏
tyranny.
の横暴にはド発点を作ってやつですわ。
今
I
の
was
コメン
talking
トは
about the
動画のクオリティに関
Wait,
しては
actually,
映画研究会のリーダーとして黙っていられないわ。
as the leader of the film research club, I simply have to speak up.
わかりやす
I'll
く
give
要
you
約
points
さ
for
れ
a
ているこ
concise
とは
summary,
評価で
but
き
your
るけ
tone
ど
and
視聴者
diction
に
should be
訴え
tailored
か
to
け
your
る抑
target
揚と
audience.
熱量で語りかけるべき
Bestie,
よ。
now's not the time to give an in-depth film analysis.
オルト
Ortho, you were right
あん
there.
たがいたんだ
Couldn't
か
you
ら
have salvaged
も
this
う
met?
少しなんとかならなかったの
Damn.
ビルさ
Sorry,
ん
Vil. I'm afraid
こ
this
れ
is
は
just
これで
Edia's
兄
creative
さんの
style.
作家性だから
あの
Could you
情報
please
以外
not
のとこ
comment
ろ
on
に真
topics
剣にコメント
unrelated
す
to
る
the
のやめてくれ
information
ます
being conveyed?
それに
This is
しても
quite irksome, though.
腹立たし
I
いわね。
owe, I,
マレウ
I
ス
owe
には
Malleus
何度か
multiple
助けて
favors
もら
at
っ
this
た
point,
恩はあれ
but
ど
nonetheless, that's right. There's at the very least at the very least the favor of when Malleus returned him back to his youthful state. There's that at least. Maybe there's something else that I don't remember. That much I do.
私
Who
の
dares
幸
to
せを
arbitrarily
勝手に
dictate
定
what my
義して
happiness is,
あ
then
んな
make me
夢を
dream
見せて
about
い
it?
たなんて
Er,
これは
I
一
simply
発お
cannot
見
let
舞い
this
して
pass
やらな
without
きゃ気
some
が済
sort
ま
of
ない
reprisal. I hope you heard that knuckle crack.
そう
That's the
こなく
spirit.
ちゃ
On that note, this is for you. It's Vil's
Hello,
Smash Bros.
Tokyo.
invitation letter. Vil's invited to
それ
Smash
は
Bros.
マレウスさんとの最終
Colors
決戦
weave into the
パー
sky.
ティー会場への招待状
必ず出席してね. I used to have the lyrics to the entire song of Lifelike memorized back when Smash Bros. First came out. As I was talking about earlier in the stream, when Rook got his Smash Bros. Invitation letter. I've since forgotten the lyrics, but I remember the first two lines of the Lifelike chorus. Again, I used to have the full song memorized. I just haven't heard it in a while. If I heard it again, maybe I'd remember. It was the same with me with Steven Universe songs, where I used to listen to them all the time. I had all the lyrics memorized. I haven't listened to them in a while, but one time I listened to Do It For Her, like a few years back. And then, even for not hearing that song in years, I still had every single word memorized. So, point is, if I listened to the Lifelike song again, I would remember the lyrics, more than likely. Yes. I still remember when I first heard that song, I was like, oh, there's lyrics? Because the main video games I play are like Pokemon games where there aren't really lyrics or voice acting or anything, so to actually hear lyrics in a song in a video game is actually kind of mind-blowing to my little mind. In that case, I, Vil Shenhai, housewife of Polyfiore, would be honored to accept this invitation for Ingenhide. Vil confirmed for Smash Bros!
迎えの場
I
所が
shall
来るの
eagerly
を
await
心
the
待ちにしてい
carriage
る
that
わ
will take me there.
では
Alright, Idio,
イデオ先輩
Ortho, we should move on to the next stream now. Should
次
we
の夢への移
should
動
we
を
move
開
on
始
to
す
the
るか
next stream now?
あ
before
その
that,
前に次の
I'd
夢
like
に
to
わた
reduce
る
our
人
head
数
count
を
a bit.
少し絞りたい
Like I was saying earlier, like there's a lot of people in their group. How is Silver and Ortho gonna hold on to all of them to transport them? But where would the others go that they can't bring along?
あまりレーソデータが大きくなりすぎると遅延や
Too
バグ
much
が
ether
発生
data
しかねない
causes
から
lag spikes and bugs. Where would they bring the excess party members though? Party members, quote unquote. Since we're treating this like some sort of RPG or whatever. Where are we putting the excess quote unquote party members?
そうだね
My system for
レースシ
identifying
グナルトラ
coordinates
ッキ
through
ング
ether
による
signal
座
tracking
標
is
視点
still an
は
unstable
ま
beta
だ安
version.
定性が低いベータだ次の
And
夢
we
に移
wouldn't
動
want
し
to
てみ
jump
た
to
ら
another dream,
一人
only
足
to
り
find
ない
someone in our group
な
missing
んて
when we
こと
get
にな
there.
っても困るし
そう
I see. In that case, Rook,
ルーク
Apple,
エペ
you
ル
two return to your dreams.
あんたたちは自分の夢に戻りなさい
気が合
You
うね
read my
ビ
mind,
ル
Phil. I was
私
just
も
about
ちょ
to
う
suggest
ど
that
それ
very
を
thing.
提案しようとしていたところだよイデア君
Now
に
that you
加
have
え
Vil as well,
ビルが
as
仲
well
間
as
に加
Idia,
わった
you should be able to
二
overcome
人が
any
いれば
obstacle.
ピンチも裸足で逃げ出すはず
My
さ
nose is so fucking itchy, bro. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just dry weather. My skin's super dry. That might be it. I don't know what it is, but I keep rubbing my nose, which I guess I'm glad in this instance that my camera's that I can't have the camera on because you wouldn't be able to see me rubbing at my nose every 5 seconds.
そして
You'll need
夢
Silver's
での移動
signature
に
spell
は
to
シルバー君のユニーク
travel
魔法
between
が必要
dreams.
だであれば
And it would be
彼が背
preferable
中
for
を
Sebek
預
to
けられ
remain as well,
同
as
僚の
Silver's
セベッ
trusted
クも
doormate.
同行するのがいい
Fuck my nose! God damn it! Ah. Then shouldn't I stay behind? Are you kidding, Rad? When it comes to getting entangled in school problems and making through it unscathed,
学園内のヤバいトラブルに巻き込まれて無
no
事
one
に
can
生
beat
還
you
し
in
てるコン
Grim.
ビ他にいないでしょ
Okay. Didn't ask. I agree with
ペ
that.
ペルの言う通りね
Also didn't ask. I didn't ask either of you to chime in.
癖
Your
が強
presence
す
will
ぎ
be
るメ
quite
ンバー
welcome
が
when
揉
our
めそう
highly
な時には
eccentric ensemble
あ
starts
ん
to
たみたい
bicker.
な人間が役に立つこともある
そうだ
Indeed. Someone needs to be there to
例えば
offer a rallying cry and a group huddle.
エンジンを組んで掛け声をかけるときなどにね
A group what now?
なんだそれ
We can
その
discuss that
話
at
は
greater
無事に
length once
夢
we
か
all
ら覚
safely
めたら
awaken from our
ゆっくり
dreams.
と語ろうじゃないか
If we all safely awaken from I'm kidding. We'll probably make it out of here. alive. Probably.
イデア
Idia, you heard all of that,
話
I
は聞い
trust.
てたわね
Would you mind sending Rook and
ル
Apple
ー
back
クた
to
ち
their
をそれ
dreams?
ぞれの夢まで送り届けてもらえる
りょ
Okay, so,
じゃあとりあえ
you
ず
two will
こ
leave
の
with
夢
Team
から出
Silver
る
at
瞬
first
間だけ
to hide any
痕
traces
跡をごまかすため
you
に
leave
シル
behind.
バー氏たちと一緒に出てそこから
Then
はオルド
Ortho
の
will
誘
guide you
導で
back to your own
各自の
servers,
サーバー
where
に
you'll
帰
stay
還
on standby until
で
you
招集
get
あ
the
るまで
call
は
to
待
party
機よろ
up.
しゃす
I wish I could have
本
gone
当は
adventuring
も
with
う
you
少
guys
し
a
だ
little
け
longer,
みんなと
but
一緒に冒険したかったけどいざって時
I'll
に
put in
役
some
に
more
立てる
training
よう
on
に
my end so I can be
もっ
as
と
useful
修
as
行して
possible
お
when
く
it's
こと
go
にする
time.
よ
Hell yeah, that's my son.
みんなと
I'd like to
次
be
に
able
会
to
う時
change
ま
my
でには
outfits without any help by the
装
time
備
we
を
meet
自
again.
力で変えられるようにしておきたいな
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. Oh, I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
いい
That's a good mindset to have. We should follow your
俺たちも見
example.
習おうセベクも同じ
Seven,
1年
make
生
sure
の
not
エ
to
ペルに
neglect
負
your
けないよう
training.
に
You wouldn't want to get
鍛錬
outclassed
を
by your
怠ら
fellow
ない
freshmen. That goes without saying. Just you watch, Apple.
エペル
I'll
装備
ensure
の
I can
変
cast
更も
outfit
ユニ
changing
ーク魔
magic
法
more quickly and
貴
precisely
様
than
より
you.
も素早く正確に成功できるようになってみせるぞ
Oh yeah? Good luck with that, because I'm playing for keeps.
まあ僕
Oh
も
yeah.
負けないけど
And so a new friendly rivalry is born.
よしビル氏のダミーデータの用
Alright,
意完
Will's
了
dummy data is good to go.
オルド
Ortho,
そ
go
っちで
ahead and
出
tell
力
me
よ
about
了
Roger.
解
Aside from the again,
やだ細部ま
my
でしっ
word,
かりと
what
再
a highly
現されてる
detailed replication. Looking at myself
こう
this
して
way.
見てみると私って
Alright, so everything aside from the fedora, a sleigh, of course. I would expect no less from Vil. I would expect no less than a sleigh from Vil. Of course. The fedora is not it. Any other hat would be fine. It's just, again, as I repeated earlier, fedoras are associated with neckbeards and other not good people. So, I really like his hair like this. Okay. Also iconic. I love just in general when they give the characters different hairstyles. It's a lot of fun. I love when they do that. Very nice, very nice.
本当に
Goodness,
美
I'm
しいわね
gorgeous. And that
コー
outfit
ディ
is
ネートの
utterly
セン
beyond
スも火の
reproach.
打ちどころがない総柄の
Garments that
タッキースタイルは
garments that
一歩
gaudy
間
are
違
one
う
misstep
と悪
away
趣味
from
に見
real
えるから
fashion disaster.
プライベート
So
で
I
も
tend
避け
to
がち
steer
だった
clear
ん
of
だ
it
けど
when I'm not on a job.
シック
But the
な
way
色
the
味と
color palette and
エン
embroidery
ブロイ
work
ダ
in
リーの
tandem
組み
to
合
make
わ
the
せなら
outfit to make the
大
outer
胆
layer
に
such
ア
a
ウターに
statement
取り
such a
入れるの
statement
も悪
isn't
く
bad
な
at
い
all.
学園
Perhaps
に
I'll
戻
try
った
that
ら
for myself once we're
挑
back
戦
in
してみ
school.
ようかしら
If we get back to school, no. We'll make it
出
back.
た理解不
Here
能
we
な
go
ポ
with
モ
the
フィオーレ
esoteric
言語
Pomafior jargon. Bestie, it's called fashion.
盛り上がってるところ
Interrupt your
悪い
fun,
けど
but we're kind of on a
次
tight
の予定
schedule,
が詰
so
まって
can
る
we
んで
move
移動
on
しても
now?
らっていいですか
あら
Ah,
失礼
pardon me. Let's
それ
get
じゃ
going, shall we?
出発しましょうでは
All right, Phil.
ビル先
Take
輩
hold of my arm.
俺の腕に捕まってくれ
Your signature
夢の移動
spells.
はシルバ
Your
ーのユニ
signature
ーク魔
spell
法
moves
で
between dreams.
よ
Yes.
ね
I trust you'll
ス
ensure
マ
a
ート
smooth
な
trip
エス
for
コ
me.
ートをお願いするわ
I'll try my best. You hear that, man? Phil's got no idea what he signed up for. You got a load of this guy. I can't wait to see how he reacts to the dream boy. Okay, I'm
こ
making
れ
a
より
jump.
夢を渡る
じゃあ
We'll be splitting off
僕
for
た
the
ちは
moment,
ここで一度お別れだけど
but
監
rad,
督生さん
everyone, y'all go
Minna.
get him! Get him! Get him!
君たちの
Best of
旅
luck.
路に
Bon
幸運あれ
voyage.
ボンボヤージュ
いつか
Those I've met and will someday
いず
meet
れ
in a
会う
dream.
ミートインアドリーム
And that's all they wrote. That is all they wrote. You know, I was expecting. I got part ways through on the last stream, and I was under the impression that this would be only just a few more chapters to read and then I'd be done. But there was a lot more than I was expecting. I got probably halfway through, so... I mean, I'm glad I broke it up into 2 streams, instead of trying to brute force my way through all in the first time. And my battery would not have lasted me anyway. But... because, again, I thought there'd only be like 1 or 2 more chapters to read, and then I was going to open up the event and just read some of that, but I think this is a good stopping point. I'll just have to read this on my own. Ignore that semi voice crack. I'll just read the event on my own. I don't think I want to live stream that because I just I don't really want to live stream this event. Maybe the Halloween event. Maybe the Halloween event, because that's the one with Scully, the character based on Jack Skellington. Maybe I'll live stream that one, but I'm not really. We'll have to see. I don't know, because here's the thing about the streams. So I'm in an apartment right now. I'm live streaming this in the apartment. I have the lease till August, and after that I don't really know what'll be happening, because the thing is, I was supposed to graduate this semester, but I failed some classes. Just there was a lot going on and it was hard to keep up, so I'm retaking 2 classes, and because of that it's pushing back my graduation, because these are they're sequential classes, and I can't take those without taking the ones that I failed, or without passing the ones that I failed, so I have to retake those and then pass those in order to continue. So I still have 1 more semester to go. The lease in this apartment ends in August, and I don't know. I'm trying to look into maybe I could take those classes over the summer so I don't have to continue in the fall. But I'm running under the assumption that they're not going to offer those over the summer, because they're graphic design classes and they hardly ever have any graphic design classes offered over the summer in general. So I don't know what the living situation will be, and I can't really do these live streams back home because I don't, like, my family doesn't know about my YouTube channel, and I don't really want to let them know about it. And as these streams go, there's a lot of yapping involved here, and I just talk nonstop. I just basically read everything they say while also interjecting my thoughts and opinions and other anecdotes and asides. So that'll be a lot of talking, and I don't really want to do that at home, especially when, you know, there's other people there that so I don't know what the future is for the live streaming. I don't even know if I'll be living here over the summer, or if I'm going back home. So this may be my last stream for now. It depends on when we're getting any other parts for book 5, and it depends when we're getting any other parts for book 7, and it also depends if I'm staying over here over the summer or if I'm moving back home. And even in the fall and beyond the fall semester, I don't know if I'll have any chance to live stream at home, because I'd have to wait for everybody to be gone, and that's not an easy feat. So I'm not sure what the future for my live streams will look like, which is a little concerning, but as always, I will try to keep you in the loop as much as possible on the community tab, so always keep your eyes on the community tab. I will give as much information as I can regarding streams and this and that and blah blah blah. At the very least, I'm trying to work on making highlight reels of the previous streams. I'm almost done with the first stream that I did, which was about a year and a half ago. Little unfortunate that I'm doing it now, but it was just a really tough last few semesters. I haven't had a lot of time to do other things, and motivation, mental health, creativity, all this and that, just kind of in the negatives, in the toilet, in the trenches. I was struggling a lot, but I'm trying to pick up the pace again with the YouTube channel. So I'm almost done compiling the highlights for that first stream. I've just got a little bit more to add to that, and then I can finally post that. And even if I'm not doing current live streams, maybe I could just, pick up the pace on the live stream highlights for the previous streams. I'll try my best to. I don't really know what the future is for these live streams because, again, I'm not sure what the living situation will be in the future. I guess that's part of the issue with how long Book 7 is, because I think the JP server finally wrapped it up. I think it's 13 parts unless there's more, but I'm fairly certain that the JP server is I'm fairly certain that the JP server is finally complete with Book 7, and they were at part 13. And this part that I just read is part 8, so that means there's 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. That's at least 5 more parts, unless, again, there's more in the JP server, but I think they're done. So, there's still a few more streams to go. I don't really want to read ahead before... I don't really want to... Oh, yeah. I don't know if... So... Wait, are you leaving? No, it's just, I just got out of the shower. I read through the rest of it. I'm just kind of giving final thoughts, trying to wrap it up. Just talking about how, the future of live streams, it's a little uncertain based on where I'll be living, because I can't really do these live streams at home, and, still not sure what'll be happening with where I'm living fall semester, because the lease in this apartment ends in August, but I have one more semester to go probably, so we might just have to renew the lease till December. I don't really know what'll be going on with that, but that's a future discussion. I'm not really sure, but there's at least 5 more. Okay, yeah. So there's at least 5 more parts worth of streams to go, and well, I'll just have to play it by ear, I guess. So just keep your eyes on the community tab. That I'm finally all caught up on streams, on the parts. I'm finally caught up on Book 7. I've waited months when I couldn't do the live streams, and I've just been trying to play catch up. So now I'm all caught up finally. Yippee! And we'll just have to play it by ear when we're getting the next parts, and hopefully I can get them through before I don't know. I'm just really hoping I can get through those, because I can't really live stream at home, and I don't really want to. I'm committed to the bit, yes. So, you okay? You sound sad. I'm fine. I have been yapping for a while, so maybe I sound a little This stream has been going on for almost 2.5 hours, so my throat's a little bleh. That was a funny sound. It's just there's a lot of uncertainty about housing and the semester, this and that. There's just a lot of uncertainty, so that might be contributing to a little bit of this uneasiness. But to wrap it up, finally, what were our thoughts? Vil is an icon, we already knew that, but, this just certified his icon status, of course. And, yeah, I think next we're probably gonna go to Callum's stream, if I'm remembering, JP stuff. Lol, bleh. Bleh! Yeah. So, that was the end of that. And I'm just a little uncertain about what'll happen with future live streams. It all depends on how quickly they get the next parts of book 7 out, because we have no point of reference. They just kind of, oh, by the way, here's the next part, it's coming this month. So I have no way to really plan ahead, so it's all just kind of playing by ear, especially once I get moved back in home. We'll see what happens, but to conclude, just as I've been saying at the end of these live streams, just keep your eyes on the community tab. I'll let you know what's going on. And I'll be working on the live stream highlights. Finally, again, part 1 is almost done. I need to make a thumbnail and add a few more things into the video, and then I can get that uploaded. It's about 19 minutes long at the moment, so really, yeah. I've been wanting to do the live stream highlights. It's just, these are like 2-3, at least these are like 2-hour videos that I have to sift through and like pick out moments that I think are funny. And there was something really weird with the first live stream where the quality would just dip to like 140p. The mic would cut out, the video would cut out in random moments, so it kind of broke up what I was saying. So it was kind of weird editing that as well. Trying to edit around that, trying to make a coherent video even with all these weird technical issues. But I managed to cut down that. The first stream was like 2 hours, 15 minutes into a 19-minute video. So there was a lot to sift through, and I have to rewatch all of these streams front to end and then edit down the bits and cut down my sentences when I stutter to make it sound like a coherent sentence. So it's a big feat. Like, this whole YouTube channel is a thing on my own. I'm doing all this by myself, of course. This is a one-man job. I am but one man. So, and I haven't really been in the swing of things with YouTube videos, but I'm trying to pick it back up. I've been trying to get more consistent with the live streams, of course. I was trying to catch up, and even with regular standard videos, I'm trying to do better on those. I've got some videos planned. I've got some Pokemon videos planned. I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA so far. I've got a little note card of here of some things I can say. So I'll get that video recorded sometime. I was trying to do that this weekend because I had a lot of free time because I didn't have any homework to do for once, which is the first time that's happened this whole semester. So I was trying to get a start on that while I had time to record a video, but I never got around to that, and I'm streaming right now, so I can't really do that. But all in all, keep your eyes on the community tab for live streams, videos, anything else. I'm planning things. I'm working on live stream highlights, and yeah, just stay tuned. And I just realized I never said my intro, so let's pretend that this is the intro. So what's up, gamers and gamers? I've been missing that on all the other streams, and I said that last time, and then I forgot this time. So we're doing the intro at the end. So basically what's going on is, yeah, so just keep your eyes on the community tab. I will try my best to keep you all updated on the loop, keep you all in the loop of what's going on with things and life and blah blah blah. And I'm trying to pick up the activity on my YouTube channel again because I've been slacking a lot. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up. That'll just about wrap it up for me. So as the screen says right now, thanks for watching, gamers. It's been fun. Yes. Goodbye.